I did a performance at Republic Hall and it was very terrible. They booed me off the stage. They wanted me to leave. And yes, I remember crying when I went backstage.
There is something about a phone call. No cameras, no studio, just two people. A connection and whatever truth sits between them. I am Donald and this is On The Line. Today I called Gyakie. Yes, the girl from Kumasi who turned the campus dream into an international movement. Daughter of a legend, I have to emphasize on that. But building her own name, one honest lyric at a time. I have been a fan since 2019. A song called Never Like This found me when I was going through the mill. And it hit me so different, we'll talk about it. So I had to tell her that story. Let's see where this call takes us.
Hello?
Hi, Gyakie, can you hear me?
Yeah,
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. It's good to hear from you today. How's the day been so far?
It's been amazing.
Right. I can tell from your voice that it's been really good. So before I go ahead to say anything else, right? I'm going to actually sing a song. It's your song actually, but it's a song. Yes, it's a song that actually made me get to know your music, and I'm going to perform some real a cappella right now. Yeah. So I mean, I don't have the best of the voices, but I'll try. So okay. Debi awo kame ho anaye dona so wo adwendwen ama mentum mu afọ baby am fire mama kuma hu no se oni me do ise minyaya nka mesa koho wati makuma fala.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, you can join me singing, please. Let's sing it. Se who say me sudie wa. I'm not going my tree, so forgive me. Right. Yes. So this is actually the song that actually got me to know your music, and I actually fell in love with your music with this. And this was as far back as 2019 June. I think it was in June, if I'm right.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're right.
So the main way I actually got to find this particular music, it was on a sad note actually, and I'm going to tell you. Yes, I'm going to tell you the story of how I heard the song, and you know that funny thing about music where it finds you in your most vulnerable state, yes, when you're actually really vulnerable and all of a sudden it hits you. So I was actually going through it, because if I say going through it, you should know what I mean, with the broken heart and tunes. I was actually going through it that time, and this music actually found me, and that was how I got to discover your music.
That's how it works, right? Music finds you when you are not looking for it, when you need it the most. But I wanted to know, when Gyakie writes, is she pulling it from her own pain, or is she writing for ours?
I want to ask you, what is it about your music with how you actually compose it? Is it directly from your experiences, personal experiences, or is based off of stories that you believe other people would actually blend through it, would understand it?
Most of the time, it has to do with something that I'm going through at that time that I'm in the studio, or a past experience, or sometimes too, I just love to write stories. I write a storyline that I believe maybe if a listener is going through that particular experience, they would be able to relate to the song.
Right.
So I could write a song about, about life in general. Maybe at that particular time, I'm not going through a situation, but I just write the story in a way that it will fit into the listener's real life story as well. Yeah.
Yeah, because I personally feel like most artists actually, write about love music. They try to put out lyrics on love and, emotions and all that. But with the kind of distinct thing you put into your music, like the unique angle, I just want to understand what the angle is. Like whenever you make music, whenever you actually go into the studio to record, like what is the first thing that actually comes to mind before you make the music for your audience?
The first thing that comes into my mind before I record music, Can you tweak the question again?
Okay, so let's say you have a song written down, right? And you believe the song is actually going to your fans. You know how your fans move and how they love your music and everything. What is that one thing that comes into mind in terms of the pitch, in terms of the style, the tone and everything to like get the music together and put it out there for your fans?
Right. Most of the time, I'm able to write music really well when I fall in love with the beats.
Okay.
So I'm able to pick a lot of influences from the production. And when I keep listening to the beats over and over again, that is where I'm able to know what I want to talk about, how I want it to go. And sometimes I even involve myself in the production as well.
So there we have it. She actually writes from experience, but she also writes with intention, crafting stories that can hold somebody else's truth. That made me curious. With all that honesty in her pen, has she ever written something too personal to release?
Let me ask you this interesting question. Yeah, have you ever actually held back a song? Like maybe you recorded a song and you felt like this song is very too personal or too vulnerable to release. And
yeah.
And how does that debate in your mind look like? Like brush me through that feeling. How does it feel like?
Well, I have a couple of songs that is extremely intimate.
Okay.
It's like for bedroom activities. Those tracks have not come out yet. I feel like I need to tap into a very, very bold realm for those tracks to come out. So those are some records that after I finished making, I was like, let me hold on to this for a while because it's too explicit. Yeah. So those are the kind of tracks I'm still holding.
Hey, please don't hold though. Some of us, we are waiting for those kind of songs. So, Gyakie, don't do that. Don't do that. You know.
Bad things. Okay.
We're waiting for the songs. You know. But okay, let's play some fun, interesting game. Like, can you actually sing like two lines out of a particular song like that, so we get to know how intimate. Oh, come on, my people would like to hear that.
You will hear it at the right time.
We will hear it at the right time, yeah?
Yes.
What an interesting way to find out. She is holding the heat. Bedroom music she's not ready to share yet. I respect that. But the music she has released, like the After Midnight album, now that's where I wanted to go next. Specifically, a collaboration I didn't see coming.
Let's come to After Midnight. I've listened to After Midnight a couple of times, and one of the features I wasn't expecting was with Omar Sterling. And to be very honest, I listened to Omar Sterling a lot, and when I heard him on Y2K, I was like, oh no, like my two people on one favorite song.
Yeah, on one song.
How did it happen? Like I'm very curious.
Yeah, I have been a diehard Payday fan.
Exactly, from the Payday days. Like I'm actually Gen Z, but it's very funny how I really follow Omar Sterling from back in the days. I really love him actually.
Yes, I love the fact that you like him as well. That means our energy is right.
Exactly.
But yes, I've been a fan of his music. I've always wanted to, jump on a record. I do have a song with R2Bs, but it wasn't with Payday only. That's Need Your Love. That dropped in, I think, 2022. But I was always yearning for a record with Omar Sterling, and I knew it was going to happen at the right time.
Yeah.
So I did the record already. We didn't do it together. I did the record, and then big shouts to Ultra Nova. He produced it. So when I finished, I was trying to see which rapper would actually sit so well on it, and he was the first name that came to mind.
Right.
So reached out to him. We went to his studio, played him the track, and he was in love with it. So he recorded his verse right there that evening as well, and then the track was brought to life.
Wow, that's very interesting. And there's one thing I actually noticed with that particular record is the fact that you sampled your father's song, music legend Nana Acheampong. And how did that hit you, like after you were done with the song? Because I want to find out the reason why you actually sampled that particular song from your father. What was the inspiration behind that?
Okay. So now the name of the song is Y2K Love, which is year 2000, which is old school, which is vintage, which is nostalgia.
Oh.
Now, the sample coming in was me trying to sprinkle some creativity, you know, okay, the song is done, but what can we also add or take out to make people really feel that nostalgia? I wanted to make that track really feel old school. So using
it actually really felt old school, and the mix was actually crazy. Big ups to the person who worked on that. I really like it so much.
Yes, absolutely. So sampling my dad's song on it just made so much sense because, I mean, we don't have a separate record on the album, so it was only right. So I called my dad and then, you know, I did the necessary things that had to be done to sample
the music and memory and all that. We had to go through it.
Yes, and then we were able to have a sample done and it sounded so perfect.
So yes, Y2K of that album, I must admit, is one song I truly love. And sampling her father's music, collaborating with her favorite rapper, that's legacy meeting ambition. But there was another feature of the album that even caught her off guard. Let's find out.
Looking at the album After Midnight, were there any collaborations in there that actually surprised you, even until now, how they turned out?
That will be Party Galore with Kojo Radikal. When I sent him the song and he sent his verse, I was asking myself, like, why would you do this to me on the song? Why?
Is it in terms of the delivery, in terms of the flow?
Like he killed his verse so much. His verse is like a whole different song on its own.
Oh yeah, that guy is treacherous.
Yes, so I was so like hyped when I heard his verse. He really puts in a lot, even with the backings that he did. He actually carried the whole song.
Yeah,
his verse is my favorite song on Party Galore, that record. Yeah.
She is collaborating with the best, but Gyakie didn't get her by accident. She came up with an industry that doesn't always make space for women. I wanted to know what that journey has really been like, so I went ahead to ask her.
There's this notion about women in music right here in Ghana, and I want to understand from your perspective as a female artist right here in Ghana, how has the journey been for you so far?
I've had an interesting one. I've had a very interesting journey from being on campus and doing music and school.
Yeah.
And also having to move around a lot because I live in Kumasi. So I always had to be going on to the other regions, you know, to promote my music and all of that.
Right.
And being a female, like you mentioned as well, it takes some extra efforts to do certain things because you know, it's really male dominated, and people I feel like people don't really pay attention to the females as much as they do.
Well, for real.
You know, like I'm not the only person that has dropped a project. We have the other female artists that have dropped albums and EPs. They've done shows, but the attention is not as heavy, you know, as it is. But yeah.
That's actually true. Now back to you mentioned you schooled at KNUST, and during your entire journey at Tech, did you actually have difficulty in performances on campus? Because as a student of Legon back then, like it was actually quite difficult for students to put out their stuff there. Like as female artists, I wasn't really seeing female artists actually hit the stage and all that. But how was that journey for you back in Tech? Like, were you having that kind of environment where people were receptive to your music coming up as an artist?
When I dropped my first song, Love is Pretty, I did a performance at Republic Hall and it was very terrible.
Why was it terrible? Talk to me.
They booed me off the stage. They wanted me to leave.
Oh.
And yes, I remember crying when I went backstage. But the reception on the grounds in terms of online when the song dropped, my classmates, some of the people I knew on campus. The reception was very, very amazing. But I remember very well Public Hall week when I went to perform, and I was pulled off the stage by so many people in that crowd.
Wow. Now that crowd, we actually have to look for each and every one of them, put them in the front row when you're performing, because they have to understand now what we're going through right now, what we are doing on stage and everything. They need to understand.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they really need to understand. But I'm so sorry about that. But I mean, that actually helped you in shaping your craft to be a better musician. Now that we appreciate you so much. And so have you ever like experienced any moments as a female artist that like aside school, right? Because you've actually spoken about that. So right now, main stage, Gyakie is everywhere. Everybody's loving your music and everything. Have you ever like felt uncomfortable in a way that you had to navigate differently because you are a woman and you are just trying to put your voice out there through your music? Can you be specific with any moments aside like what you actually experienced through school?
As in, if I've had an awkward experience,
an awkward experience,
female artist.
Yes.
No, not really. Yeah, I don't think I've had that. The kind of things that people do talk about. I've not experienced it yet. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. But it's just maybe the only difference would be I just feel like females also need to get the same type of energy that is given to male artists as well, because the girls are also working very hard. The girls work really, really hard.
Yeah.
So I think that's the only thing when it comes to being a female artist.
Yes, I must admit the ladies out here making good music work really, really hard. But to be pulled off stage, cried backstage, and still kept going, that's the part people don't see. The moments before the spotlight finds you. So I ask her, for the women coming up now, what's the real advice she has for them?
So speaking about the girls working hard, right? There are a lot of upcoming female musicians and all that. You being Gyakie now, what advice would you actually give to female artists, coming up here in Ghana?
An advice I would give to female artists: don't settle for less.
Right. Yes.
And don't be sleeping with people you work with. Don't be doing that because
hit that again. But hope you, mommy.
Don't be sleeping with people you are working with, whether your producer, your whatever, your manager, your team, your creative director, anybody that you have a working relationship with.
Okay. So if your manager is your husband and is a working relationship, that one day.
I mean, that one is a different situation.
Yeah, it's a different situation.
The ones where you as a female, you feel like you want to do that in exchange of getting a slot on stage or in exchange of getting a song produced for you for free or in exchange of being invited to a certain event. If that is your mentality, it is not. You are going to have trouble in the future. So
exactly.
You need to really don't settle for less. And if you have the talent, there's a reason you have it. You just have to keep doing it. I know sometimes it sounds annoying to say keep doing it, but really and truly, the only thing is to just keep doing it.
Yeah.
And not settle for less. Don't settle for anything less. Yeah.
I do side with her on this one. Nobody should settle to be a denominator. Straight talk, no filter. That's Gyakie. But before I let her go, I had to ask, what does she really want people to hear when they listen to After Midnight?
What is one thing with After Midnight, the album, that you wish more people would actually pay attention to or talk about when it comes to After Midnight?
The lyrics. I think people need to see the kind of efforts I put in my songwriting.
Yes.
And because most of the songs on the album, I wrote myself. I did have like a few co-writers on like maybe 2 or 3 tracks, but majority of the songs on the album I wrote. And I think people need to just not listen to the tracks, but also pay attention to the lyrics, because there's some storylines in there. There's words of motivation, there's love songs. There's a gospel track as well. And so they should basically listen and enjoy, but also pay attention to the lyrics as well.
That is very interesting to know. She wrote most of the songs on her album. That is true pen game. The lyrics, that's what she wants you to catch. We wrapped up with some fun stuff. what's she listening to right now, and what's coming next. Here's what she had to say.
Let me ask you a fun thing. What are you listening to right now aside your very own music you make? Are there any, artists in Ghana here, both, underground and, up there? Who are you listening
Ghana
to?
Here, currently, I'm actually going to my music app right now as we're talking, so that I can give you like real time. In Ghana, I'm actually loving. I don't know if you know this lady called. What's her name? Oh, please give me a second. Hold on.
Sure.
A second.
All right.
A second.
I got you. I have all the time for you. I'm waiting.
Oh, how could I forget your name, girl? Anyways, I'm not remembering her name, and I'm trying to check the list, but I don't know where her name has gone to. But,
yeah, that's fine. Can you perform any of her lyrics if you remember any?
I think I'm under pressure right now, so my mind is blank.
Oh, relax for me.
Yes. So there's a lot of good new artists that have come out.
Yeah.
Jeez, I need to find her name. Yes, she's called Ria Boss.
Oh, okay. I'll look her up.
Please, you need to. Ria Boss, you would love Ria Boss if you love like Sade.
Oh yeah, I listen to Sade too.
Yes, if you love Adele. She is a very, very soulful R&B, and her live performances are very, very
Wait, can you help me with the spelling of her name? Let me try and look her up.
Yeah, RIA BOSS Boss.
Okay, yeah. Ria Boss.
Boss. Yeah, listen to her song called
she's from Paris.
Her song called Somali Bro.
Okay. I will check it out. I mean, we have kind of a similar taste in music, so I know you're putting me on game.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll check it out. And
she is really good. Recently too, I chanced on one guy that I loved his music as well. All these names are leaving my head right now, but yeah, we have some good talents out here.
Yeah. Oh well, that's nice to hear that you're listening to these, very good artists out there. But before you leave, can you give us a sneak peek of, what you're working on for this year, what we should expect,
Yes. So the album, like I said, 17 tracks is a lot of work.
Yes.
So we're not done with the album. We're still pushing it.
So there's an album coming. Heat.
Look at I'm talking about the same album.
Right. I thought you were talking about a different album.
Hey, wow, you guys don't want me to breathe?
Share. We are on your next for good music. Music.
Yeah, right. Understandable. Anyways, I'm talking about the After Midnight album. We're still shooting videos.
There's okay.
Visualizers coming out. We've not dropped any music video for any of the collaborations.
That I noticed actually.
A visualizer for Party Galore. That is, but we are shooting music videos, and there's going to be more content. We're gonna be playing shows as well outside.
Oh, nice.
And the main focus is the album, and we're gonna be dropping singles on the side, just to spice things up. And drop some collaborations as well. So there's going to be more Gyakie this year.
Oh, nice. I'm looking forward to that. My mind day for that, so we'll be out here waiting. But thank you so much for joining me on the line, man. It's been a wonderful conversation, and do enjoy the rest of your day.
Likewise.
And, always remember that we're here. We love your stuff you do, and Charlie, keep pushing.
Thank you.
You're welcome, man.
So much. All right.
Bye.
So there you have it, guys. Gyakie pulled off stage once, now selling out shows, writing her own songs and holding music she isn't ready to share yet. Eventually, we will get to hear them. And still figuring it out, just like the rest of us. That is what I love about these calls. You get the person behind the sound. That was Gyakie on the line. If this conversation meant something to you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe whenever you listen, follow the show, and I will catch you on the next one.